On the evening of December 29th, 1972, a Lockheed L-1011 TriStar, which was delivered just months prior to Eastern Airlines, was flying a scheduled flight from New York to Miami. The crew was extremely experienced and the flight was going on as normal, until tragedy struck. Right as the plane was about to approach Miami airport and were lining up with the runway, the pilots let the landing gear down. But right as they did that, they noticed a problem. The nose gear indicator light, which shows that the landing gear is locked into place, was not functioning. This could mean, potentially, that the nose gear is not out and will not hold up when the plane lands. The pilots immediately then decided to do a go-around and then enter a holding pattern at flight level 20 as directed by the aircraft controller. So as the plane was circling at 2,000 feet, the flight crew started troubleshooting the issue. So immediately they wanted to know whether it was just a faulty light bulb or whether the landing gear was not out. As they started their investigation, the captain, Robert Loft, directed the flight engineer down into the avionics bay, which was located right next to the landing gear bay and was underneath the cockpit. Meanwhile, he himself was investigating the issue with the light bulb. The first officer, Albert Stockstill, was put in charge of flying the aircraft, but then the captain needed his assistance to figure some things out with the light bulb. He then put the plane on autopilot and got carried away in trying to fidget around with a little light. What they didn't notice then is that the captain accidentally knocked the control yoke forward, disengaging the autopilot and putting the plane at a 4 degrees nose down angle, slowly heading towards the ground. As the flight continued, nobody was noticing what was going on. An altitude warning sounded at the flight engineer station, but where was the flight engineer? He was not there. He was underneath the cockpit, and the rest of the crew members were way too distracted trying to fidget around with some 20-cent light bulb rather than paying attention and actually reading the warning. As a little bit of time passed, they were about to perform a turn as part of their pattern when all of a sudden the reality struck them. They were not at 2,000 feet, but at that point it was too late. Seconds later, the plane collided into the Florida Everglades, 32 kilometers from Miami Airport. The results were devastating. Out of the 176 souls on board the aircraft, 101 perished in the accident, including the first officer, the captain, and the flight engineer. So the question becomes, what caused this tragic accident? Did a 20-cent piece bring down a state-of-the-art aircraft? The answer to this is no. What brought down the plane was the fact that the pilots set their priorities wrong. Instead of focusing on flying the plane and landing the plane, they got carried away with a problem that did deserve attention, but not without them forgetting to make sure that the aircraft was on course and monitoring the flight instruments. Just like the pilots of Eastern 401, we are on final approach, but not to an airport. We are on final approach of Earth's history. So what are we putting our attention onto? Are we looking at Jesus Christ, which is our only hope, our only chance of salvation, or are we casting the bulk of our attention onto little problems that, even if they do require attention, by no means should be number one in our lives? Right now, this stage in Earth's history requires our utmost attention into our relationship with Christ and into His kingdom. The kingdom of God is coming soon. And right now, this is what matters most. Let us set our priorities straight.
Hey everyone! We are super excited to unveil our brand new Connect website. If you've ever had any questions about God, religion, the Bible, or maybe you've wanted to share your prayer requests with someone, faconnect.ca is the perfect way for you to reach out to us so we can help answer your questions and pray about whatever is on your heart. You can also sign up for free online Bible study guides that will lead you into a deeper relationship with God. Check out faconnect.ca by clicking here or in the link below in the video description. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to connecting with you.